Okay. Renegades, I hear you. Down the road. I have to hear it. The first 3 seconds will blow my mind. I gotcha. First of all, I want to say thank you real quick to Denmark, to the UK, to Australia, to America. Holy cow. All around the world, I'm getting renegades that are saying, hey, check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. I can't even tell you how excited I am to be diving down this rabbit hole. I'm really looking forward to it. I think this has been probably one of the most fun things that I've done, not just on YouTube, but just in general. It's such a blast to get to know Chris, Webby, and Ren, and more specifically how they sound together. So later I'll be reacting to more of that kind of thing. I started putting together, it's private right now, but I started putting together a Reacts playlist specifically so I could go through that. I can tell you I'm going to finish up the Tales series very soon. I'm going to finish the rest of Inpatient. After much consideration, I've decided that yes, I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewatch High Ren, even though I've seen it before. That was my introduction to Ren, but I wasn't really ready for it. So it resonated, but it didn't really stick with me. So I asked you guys, I said, hey, should I watch High Ren? You said yes, so that's what we're doing. But right now I've been told this is the best song so far on the album. So let's check out Down the Road by Inpatient.
I took my possession.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean... What was that? I've never heard Ren do that. Like, I've heard him sing and I've heard him rap, but that was wild. And it looks like it's a lyric video, which I love. I'm sorry. I'm going to try not to do that the whole video, but that just, whoa, instant chills. I got to hear that again.
I took my possession down the road. All that I own down the road. Set out at nighttime down the road. Down the road. Down the road. And with God is my witness.
Ooh, sing it. I'm getting chills literally all over my entire freaking body, guys. Holy crap. Listen, I usually go through and break apart the lyrics. I'm going to do that in this one for sure. But I just need to go ahead and rewind, start over from the beginning, because this is sick. Like, this is the most Souls blues crazy stuff, and the animation is insane. Like, I saw a still, and so I drew the picture that I shared a while back on my community post and is on my thumbnail, of myself in that cool style. But like, I love that this is all illustrated and illustrated extremely well. I'm gonna make sure that I snag the description of the original video so I can credit the artists behind it. But oh my god, this is insane.
I took my possession down the road. All that I own down the road.
How did he? Okay, I'm gonna say it. I knew I said I wasn't going to, but how did he get a choir to sing with him? That's wild. All right, let's listen. I'm gonna listen to the lyrics. I'm not gonna interrupt it. I'm just gonna enjoy every second of it. Chris, you haven't even chimed in yet.
I took my possession down the road. All that I own down the road. Set out at nighttime down the road. Down the road. Down the road. And with God is my witness down the road. There stood a man down the road. Dressed in the shadows down the road. With blood on his face down the road. There was something so familiar about him. A certain kind of aura pouring all around him.
Okay, I swear, when I saw the picture, it was of a different guy. He had really, really dark circle eyes that were white. I didn't even know there was a guy with a hat, so that's kind of cool. But the demon look on that drawing for a second, this is the typical story of a man that is on a journey through life, and he comes across essentially the devil. I'm assuming he's going to offer him a Faustian bargain of some kind, which, cool. Just cool.
Looking fresh to death, his suit, it was astounding. I caught his eye and then I felt like I was drowning. Down the road. Standing at a crossroad and the dull glow of the lit bulbs flicker silently, quietly tiptoed down the long road, and the man spoke to me quite excitedly. Hello, dear fellow. And he tipped his hat and he smiled invitingly.
Okay, just so you know, every time I do this, I'm showing you the hairs on my arm sticking up because this is my whole body. That's the picture that I saw, by the way. This guy here with the eyes, I thought that was so freaking cool. It very much reminds me almost of Freak on a Leash by Korn. If you're very old and you're an old metalhead like me, you know that that art was done by Todd McFarlane, who's a comic book artist, who's also famous for creating Spawn and being the co-creator of Venom. Very detailed art, unlike anything else that was out there at the time, and I would argue to date, even more detailed than this, but like this was the still that I saw that made me go, ooh, I love the hollow eyes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just really excited. This is awesome. This is unlike anything else on the album. If you told me this was a completely separate song that had nothing to do with the Inpatient album, I would believe you. And it just sounds so full of soul, so full of fire. Oh, it's so good.
Knows why you felt this, but I felt like someone lit a fire in me. And I felt my stomach turning, I turned and I tried to find the word inconcerned, and the feeling disconcerting. It's strange, but I felt this weird yearning, a craving for something that was urging me over. And then they start conversing. I reached out my hand, he shook it during. He leaned in and said something disturbing. All I gotta know is your desires. Is it?
There he is. There's my boy Webby, and yeah, got the chills. Oh, just this picture is cool. All I gotta know is your desires. Oh.
I'm fortune you aspire to get about this life that you've been living. Follow me, I'll walk you through the fire. I got every type of flavor in. You should see the budget of the catering. I don't wanna come off as a salesman, but I got the taste that you've been savoring. Let your pain go, let the flames grow. I'll read every thought that's on your mind, cause I know you got a name, so why don't you just write it on this line? Here I got a pen and everything. Who needs a wedding ring? I offer the divine. I don't think you fully understand, but I promise that you will in time, so just make a choice. So I stood frozen at the crossroads of time, took hold of his paper and I leant down to sign. Down the road, down the road, down the road, I still remember back where I was from. See, I was the favorite, the morning sun. See, I had ideas, but they said they're too grand, so they casted me out without reason to doubt. Now there's blood on my hands. I've been that one with the silver tongue. Yeah, they say I'm falling, but never run, following the calling. I've been all in with the barrel of a loaded gun, aimed at the masses, at their masses. Yeah, the darkness gon' get you. You can say a prayer if it helps you. That cross won't protect you from the light bringing lost angel. Shit, I only came to entertain you, but since we made ourselves a deal, you gon' be my fucking puppet till it breaks you. I'ma chain you to the ground, I'll enslave you. Look around, ain't nobody coming here to save you. I'ma take you way down, cause yeah, I know I've been around, but still I got some shit to prove, and I don't really give a fuck how it's gotta happen, but just know that you gotta fucking deal with the devil written. So shut up and listen to play me some blues, and just know the choice that you made today will be the last thing that you ever choose.
Holy crap, guys, you were not kidding. This song is straight fire. Like, the animation is amazing. Like, I wish they would have done the whole album with this animation style. It's so sick. It's a lyric video, but it's not. And I you could argue that when Ren and Chris Webby both are in this one. I noticed that they're not in Caskets and they're not in Bad Company. But oh my God, like, if this was my introduction to Ren, I'd have been hooked. I'd have been a fan. And I would have been a webhead also, because holy cow. I'm going to go back and tear this thing apart scene by scene. But thank you to all those people in the comments that have recommended this song to me, because it is straight fire. And I am so impressed. I can't wait to, if this is this good, I can't wait to check out Neurodivergent, because that's the other one that everybody's been recommending to me. Holy crap. Let's back the soul train up here, literally, and let's just dig deeper. Let's see what these lyrics are all about and a little more deeper now that I've got the gist of the story. God, it's such a vibe. It's such a fucking vibe. Oh my God. I am going to totally keep this thing on loop. So we open up with the Suitcase, which we find out owns all of, I'm just going to say Ren's belongings, because it does kind of look like Ren and it kind of looks like Chris Webby. So we're going to say it has all of his belongings. And then, of course, the lyrics, writing in negative, awesome.
I took my possession.
Okay, for the record, that was the first 4 seconds. Whoever said it was going to nail me in the first 3 seconds, absolutely right. So good. Takes his possessions. It shows him picking him up and walking.
Down the road. All that I own. Down the road. Set out at nighttime. Down the road.
So he could be a kid. And there's a scene in here later that really I had to fight everything I had to not pause. But there's a scene in here a little bit later where he really looks like a small child. And it's just like the darkness of the world essentially attacking the Innocence, and it really hit. I was like, oh my God. So, it kind of reminds me of not just a guy taking all his possessions and setting on to get his life started, but almost like a kid running away from home and then being tempted.
Down the road.
Down the road.
And with God is my witness.
That thunderstrike on with God as my witness, such a key thing now pushing forward. We look at it with God as my witness. And then later we find out God actually plays a role in this song. So cool. He's sitting at this crossroads telling the story, and he said, I swear to God, there's a guy standing there.
Dressed in the shadows.
And I like that line, dressed in the shadows, because he's not only dressed to the nines, but it's like he's literally lives in the shadows, which a lot of people nowadays would run from that, right? They'd run down the road.
With blood on his face.
Especially you see blood on his hands. Now, what I like too is we don't know when we first see that character, if we back up, he looks normal. You jump forward and he looks demonic, from the sharp teeth to him saying he has blood on his hands. Wild.
In the shadows. Down the road. With blood on his face. Down the road. There was something so familiar about him.
I didn't catch that the first time. There was something so familiar about him. And they say that, temptation is a familiar thing to everybody, I guess. But like,
a certain kind of aura pouring all around him.
A certain kind of aura pouring all around him. So there was something about him, a certain kind of aura pouring all around him. So it's like this vibe that feels familiar. So that almost makes you feel safe. It's a false sense of security. And I like that his suit is white and his hat is white.
Looking fresh to death, his suit, it was astounding.
I missed that line. I'm going to bop back for a sec.
So familiar about it.
And I love the little strikes with the horn, so it's like fair warning.
A certain kind of aura pouring all around him. Looking fresh to death.
Looking fresh to death. His suit, it was astounding. So I'm trying to picture in real life, if you're walking down the road in the dark, carrying all of your possessions, and you see this man in a crisp white suit, just standing there looking at you. Something about that would be disarming. Or disalarming? I don't know. That'd be interesting.
It was astounding. I caught his eye and then I felt like I was drowning.
I caught his eye and I felt like I was drowning. You hear that almost like a person falling in love. You know what I mean? So the idea that he sees him and he catches his eye, and when you look somebody in the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? You can tell your bullshit meter goes off if somebody won't look you in the eyes, unless you realize that that's kind of their baseline, and then it's the rest of the body language that you read. But the idea that he looked in this guy's eyes and he felt instantly like he was drowning, that's like it pulls you in even more. It's like a shark, you know? Oh, this is so good. I don't think I've ever done on my channel any lyrical analysis line by line like this that was so in depth, but that tells you just how excited I am about this.
It was astounding. I caught his eye and then I felt like I was drowning. Standing at a crossroad in the dull glow of the lit bowl, flicker silently, quietly tiptoed on the long road, and the man spoke to me quite excitedly.
So I like the idea that he's standing under these lights, the lights are flickering, and the man says excitedly. I love the way he broke that down. Let's hear that again. That was cool. Because, I mean, again, I'm breaking down the lyrics, but like Ren's artistry and wordplay is so good.
Standing at a crossroad in the dull glow of the lit bowl, flicker silently, quietly tiptoed on the
silently, quietly, and then tiptoe down the
long road, and the man spoke to me quite excitedly.
Excitedly. Who says that? Quite excitedly.
Hello, dear fellow. And he tipped his hat.
If you listen very carefully, there's an undertone, almost a dark demonic undertone under the voice. And I don't know if that's Ren pitched down or if that's Webby actually coming through for the first time. But listen to it really closely. I'm going to go ahead and back up so you can hear it. It's cool. By the way, this drawing is insane. And he tipped his hat.
Crossroad in the dull glow of the lit bowl, flicker silently, quietly tiptoed on the long road, and the man spoke to me quite excitedly. Hello, dear fellow. And he
hello, dear fellow.
Tipped his hat and he smiled invitingly. Who knows why you felt this, but I felt like someone lit a fire in me. And I felt my stomach turning, I turned and I tried to find the word.
The art of that spin around, I'm getting so much chills right now. The art of that spin around and him grabbing his stomach in pain, but like leaning forward. Just from the guy's voice.
Hello. And he tipped his hat and he smiled invitingly. Who knows why you felt this, but I felt like someone lit a fire in me.
It's interesting. He's like, who knows why I felt this, but I felt like someone lit a fire in me. So it's almost like when you say lit a fire in me, like this song lights a fire in me, man. It gets me fired up. It gets me excited. But then you have this kid who takes that same fire that was lit in him, and it's almost like literally stomach acid, like stomach burning, like an actual physical illness. So it's lit a fire in me as if he chugged gasoline and then swallowed a match, you know what I mean?
And I felt my stomach turning, I turned and I tried to find the word and concerned, and the feeling disconcerting and yet strange, but I felt this weird yearning, a craving for something that was urgent.
I have to hear this again. It's the lines are so good. Lit a fire in me.
A fire in me. And I felt my stomach turning, I turned and I tried to find the word and concerned, and the feeling disconcerting, yet strange, but I felt this weird yearning, a craving for
this weird yearning, that's what that was. I felt this weird yearning, this craving for something. So the idea is like he gets this stomach pain and he can't run away. It's almost like he physically can't pull himself away from this stranger in the middle of the night who's lit by a dull bulb wearing this white suit, and he just is so magnetic. I mean, that's the devil, right? The devil tries to pull us in and tries to feed on our insecurities, but at the same time make us feel warm and comfort. Even though it's a trap.
Word and concerned and the feeling disconcerting, it's strange, but I felt this weird yearning, a craving for something that was urging me over, and then they start conversing. I reached out my hand, he shook it during, he leaned in and said something disturbing.
He reaches over and grabs his hand, and I imagine, because he feels like this warm pull, and then the hand grabs, and you imagine it being ice cold, right? And you know, not to get political, but you hear all these things about Trump grabbing somebody's hand, pulling him in as a power move, and I can almost see that happening. Like, instead of running away, he feels pulled to shake this man's hand and introduce himself or say hello, and really, you know, essentially Midwest nice, right? He's trying to be polite. He's trying to say hi right back, especially when the guy's so excited to see him. And he's obviously running from something, right?
I reached out my hand, he shook it during, he leaned in and said something disturbing. All I gotta know is your desires. Is it fame or fortune you aspire? To get about this life that you've been living. Follow me, I'll walk you through the fire. I got every type of flavoring. You should see the budget of the catering. I don't wanna come off as a salesman, but I got the taste that you've been savoring.
So this is cool. It's all of the earthly desires. And I love that as he snaps, it shows these amazing illustrations and just basically saying, look, I can magically grant you literally anything you want.
And then they start conversing. I reached out my hand, he shook it during. He leaned in and said something disturbing.
Said something disturbing.
All I gotta know is your desires.
All I gotta know is your desires. So basically,
just tell me what you want, man. Hey, how you doing? What is it that you need? What is it that you're running from? What is it you're running to? What is it you'd like to be running to? I got your back. I can help you out.
Is it fame or fortune you aspire?
You want to be famous? You want money? I got you.
Get about this life that you've been living. Follow me, I'll walk you through the fire. I got every type of flavoring.
I like that. So I got every type of flavoring. And so it's going through some of the greatest hits. You've got Lust.
You should see the budget of the catering.
You've got Gluttony.
I don't wanna come off as a salesman.
Greed.
But I got the taste that you've been savoring.
And, well, I guess Envy, right?
Let your pain go, let the flames grow. I'll read every thought that's on your mind. Cause I know you got a name, so why don't you just write it on this line?
I love that because it's almost like,
Look, I can read your mind. You don't even have to tell me what you want. I can read your mind. I can take you right through the pain, through the fire, away from it all. All you got to do is...
he doesn't even care what his name is. He doesn't even say, what's your name? He says,
I know you got a name, so why don't you write it down? Let's see what happens.
Here I got a pen and everything. Who needs a wedding ring? I offer the divine.
look at that. So I got a pen and everything. Who needs a wedding ring? I offer you the divine. And in that moment, so he's like saying,
Look, it's not a long-term commitment. Don't worry about that. I'm giving you a chance to get literally everything you could possibly want.
and in that moment, he blesses him to be, as he said earlier, looking fresh, right? He blesses him to look great. He's surrounded by the riches and everything great. And he's like very pushy closing the sale.
I don't think you fully understand, but I promise that you will in time, so just make a choice. So I stood frozen at the crossroads of time. Took hold of his paper.
Don't do it, Ren. It's a trap. Don't do it, brother.
And I leant down to sign.
Ran down to sign. Editor Steve here. Sorry to cut in. I just noticed this, and it's freaking mind-boggling. Yet another example of layer on layer on layer on layer. It's insane. So what I realized is I leant down to sign all these riches he's been promised. I took this almost literally like the cautionary devil's tale, but what I'm realizing now is this could be Ren is fiercely independent, and I haven't gotten too much into it, but you renegades have told me in the comments that he got screwed over by a label once or more than once. So the idea is maybe this is the record label that they're saying,
Hey, we'll give you everything you want. All you got to do is sign and play, little monkey, play.
man, it's literally been 12 hours maybe since I started and watching this, and now I'm editing it, and oh my God, so much to get. Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled me. Okay, so I noticed this the first time, but I didn't pause it. I have said in these past videos that I absolutely love the attention to detail, whether it's the sound effect of the in Jenny and Screech, or also in Jenny and Screech, the seagulls that he left in. It seems like in every single one of these videos that I've seen, there's some kind of little tiny detail that is left in that just adds that, whether it's ambient sound or it's background stuff. It's so cool. This is the shot, by the way, where he looks like a little kid. He looks a lot like my son, and that was very disturbing to me. And then you see, as he's signing, these hands are just closing in, ready to freaking swoop him up. And he says, earlier he said,
I promise that you will understand in time.
by the way, this chorus, that down the road, so catchy. I'm going to literally download this from iTunes and play this motherfucker on loop. That little laugh from Chris Webby there, so good. Like, sucka.
I still remember.
I got to point this out. I absolutely love how when it switches, it goes from him, instead of just saying,
Okay, here's your blessings. When you die, your soul is mine.
instead of that, he instantly goes back to telling his story. This fallen angel, this demon, this Lucifer, or whatever, whoever this is that has fallen from heaven, and whether it's a demon, the devil, whatever. I love that when it switches to this flashback, all the color scheme changes. You go from that negative white on black to now typical black on white. And this part I'm really going to break down. I was born and raised Catholic, so religion is something that I'm very familiar with. I've studied just about every religion out there, from Buddhism to Shinto to Muslim to, I mean, literally just about every religion I've kind of looked into to some degree. But obviously this follows more Catholicism. I would say mostly Christianity, I would say, in some form. But I am going to break this down because I found this to be so cool.
I still remember back where I was from.
So I still remember back where I was from. And then you have, what's really cool is, although he is the most detailed drawing here, let's talk about this illustration. So he's the most detailed drawing here, but the angel is so well done. I mean, here's the cool thing. You can't really see it because it's behind me, and I'm sorry for that. But you'll see more, trust me. The crazy part about it is he's almost the lightest of all of these. The other angels are almost dark.
See, I was the favorite, the morning sun.
I was the favorite, the morning sun, right? So he is the chosen one. He is in God's favor, right? He's in angelic favor. And this image right here is so good. Like, this alone is a piece of art that I would love to have printed out and keep, just because it's cool. The morning sun.
See, I had ideas.
So what I love about this picture, this frame, is I had ideas. So he has these great ideas, and he's the chosen one. So he has the attention of the other angels. You can see all these little heads here, and he's teaching them, right? And I love that he's got like a little board and he's pointing it out, right? So he's spreading these ideas without talking to the boss. And that's kind of what it seems like he thinks gets him in trouble.
Sun. See, I had ideas, but they said they're too grand.
That's the first time that you see this Webby demon frown in this entire thing. I had ideas, but they said they're too grand. So he's reaching too far. It's almost like the corporate world, you know?
We want your ideas, dream big, but just don't reach too far. Don't step too far out of bounds.
You know what I mean? Like, and also, by the way, the detail on this hand up here of God, as a guy who likes to draw once in a while, that's not an easy thing to draw. This is interesting.
Yes, but they said they're too grand. So they casted me out without reason or doubt. Now there's blood on my hands.
I shared my ideas, and I tried to tell people about my ideas, but because they were too big, they threw me out. And they didn't give me any real reason other than that. They didn't really have any doubt. There was no second guessing. It was just, we know you don't get to be here anymore. Your ideas are too radical, so you get to go live among the humans.
And there's blood on my hands. You know, it makes me wonder, at the time, was it figuratively or was it like literally, because he's sinned since then?
Out without reason or doubt. Now there's blood on my hands. See, I've been that one with the silver tongue. Yeah, they say I'm falling, but never run. Follow with.
I've been the one with the silver tongue. So that's the guy who can sell anybody anything, which is what he does in the beginning of this. And he's fallen, but he's never running.
See, I've been that one with the silver tongue. Yeah, they say I'm falling, but never run. Following the calling. I've been all in with the barrel of a loaded gun aimed.
Okay, so here you can see this is him, right? He's trying to deal with being in this world, and I love the shadow behind him making the demon come out and making him grow into something that he didn't want to be necessarily. He didn't expect to be. It just kind of happened.
The masses. See, I've been that one with the silver tongue. Yeah, they say I'm falling, but never run. Following the calling. I've been all in with the barrel of a loaded gun aimed at the masses, at their masses. Yeah, the darkness gon' get you. You can say a prayer if it helps you. That cross won't protect you from the.
So that's interesting. You can say a prayer if it helps you. That cross won't protect you. That's it, because in his experience, faith is shallow. You know, he's met the big man, and the big man threw him out without talking to him, no reasoning, no communication, just threw him away. So of course he thinks a prayer doesn't matter. Plus he signed a contract now, and that's soul binding apparently.
it's gon' get you. You can say a prayer if it helps you. That cross won't protect you from the light bringing lost angel.
From the light-bringing lost angel. So he calls himself the light-bringing lost angel. And I like that idea because what did he do? He promised riches. He promised light. He promised good things. And that is what he plans to deliver. But that light might be from the flame that's devouring you.
If it helps you, that cross won't protect you from the light bringing lost angel. Shit, I only came to entertain you, but since we made ourselves a deal, you gon' be my fucking puppet till it breaks you. I'ma chain you to the ground, I'll enslave you. Look around, ain't nobody coming here to save you. I'ma take you way down, cause yeah, I know I've been around, but still I got some shit to prove, and I don't really give a fuck how it's gotta happen, but just know that you gotta fucking deal with the devil written. So shut up and listen to play me some blues, and just know the choice that you made today will be the last thing that you ever choose.
I like that he says, you know,
I came to entertain you, but now you signed this contract, so now you're going to entertain me. You're my bitch. You're my bitch. Here's a guitar. Start playing.
And clearly this is Ren's guitar playing, and holy crap, like it kicks so much ass. Holy cow.
And to play me some blues, and just know the choice that you made today will be the last thing that you ever choose.
That right there is probably the most metal thing I've ever seen in a Ren video. So this whole thing reminds me so much of The Devil Went Down to Georgia. It reminds me of Tribute by Tenacious D. It even reminds me of, I think it's called Beelzebub, which was from Tenacious D's amazing and underrated gem, The Pick of Destiny. It's such a great tribute to those that came before. It's so good. Oh, and it's so bluesy and so raw and so... the fact that this, I've been told in the comments that this was the introduction to the, wasn't my introduction, unfortunately, but the introduction to the Inpatient album. Man, they set the bar high straight out the gate.
Down the road.
And that right there, I would love to get this tattooed. That'd be an awesome tattoo, wouldn't it? That'd be sick. I'm not saying I'm going to do it for sure, but I kind of want to do it. Anyway. Whew. All right. But that's all, folks. Man, that was a sick song. Thank you so much for recommending it. I see why. I mean, I really enjoyed Bad Company, but this is my favorite song. I've said that before. I've said it on probably 3 of the Inpatient songs, but this is hands down favorite song on this album, maybe that Ren has ever done, in my opinion. Just absolute fire. It's such a great track. It's so deep. It tells such a fantastic and fascinating story that's insanely relatable, because who hasn't faced temptation and either given into it or come out the other side stronger because you were able to fight that temptation? Like, oh my God, what a song. What a great vision. What a great collab, and amazing art to boot. So this has been fascinating, guys. It's been really good. I'm still trying to find my feet in all of this reacting stuff. I'm having so much fun doing it, and I just figure I'll try to be myself as much as possible, which isn't too hard to do. But you know, some people say they want to hear more of the actual song and then have me go back and react. And some people say, I want to see your raw reaction right up front. Some people say, I don't care, just be you, and we'll love you for it. I think that's kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to decide how I want to react to these, because if I'm giving too much thought into it, then I'm not reacting, right? Like, if I was sitting here and there was no camera, this is kind of, I may not be pausing it every few minutes, but I'd be thinking all this stuff would be going through my head. And, that's why I leave the links to the original video down below. Down the road, down below. Ugh. I'm gonna memorize this song. I'm gonna memorize all of it. Next up is Neurodivergent. That's the other one you guys have been telling me to check out. So next up is Neurodivergent, and then I'll be jumping into the rest of the tales. And obviously, from what I understand, the rest of the Inpatient album is coming out really soon, like on Wednesday. So I plan to check that out, obviously. That's going to be a huge drop. I don't know if it's going to be several different videos or one long video or what it's going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. And so thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm growing the channel. I'm having so much fun doing it. Every positive comment, every welcome to the Renverse, every amazing interaction with you Renegades just is fire in my gut to keep going and to keep doing this and to keep diving deeper down the Ren rabbit hole, because that's exactly what it is. By the way, I did see that on Ren's channel he offers merch, and one of the shirts is Ren Rabbit Hole. It's like $30, but it seems like a really cool shirt, so that's kind of neat. But I digress. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, I want you to take care of yourself and each other.